Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
Are you wrecked yet?
I'm wrecked for different reasons. That was probably their best episode, and probably their best episode in the entire show was their last episode. This one. And the problem is no one's gonna notice the mediocre rating that happened before it. Like, they're gonna ignore all the dog shit that was before. Like, there's actual dog shit here, guys. But this one's gonna clean it up, and it's going to be called a masterpiece. And I understand. I guess I am a hater. Like, I understand. People are gonna call this a masterpiece because I don't know why.
Well, masterpiece because you're a hater. That's all.
Well, it's like
you are a hater. We all know you're a hater.
How does this clean it up? Like, it's just.
It doesn't. This is their best. This is the best episode. Straight up. It is what it is. It is what it is.
But what the fuck was IGN talking about?
I don't know. Maybe they saw what I saw from episode 4 through 7. Where it's like, this is bad. This is like amateurish bad. But they gave you the major plot events in this last episode to where it's like, let's say you liked 4 through 7 because you don't have you can't think for yourself, you need other people to tell you how to think, and you like slow moving flashing images in front of your face, and you think that means good or whatever the fuck. Let's say you're one of those motherfuckers. Guess what? Once you hit 8, it all pays off for you. Turning your brain off for what's that? That's 4 weeks, right? 4 weeks of television. If this is your main event for you, it's my main event, The Penguin. If it's your main event and you've been dick riding this show from week 4 through fucking 7, or episode 4 through 7, hey, this is a payoff for you. Congratulations. This show is now a masterpiece in your eyes. It's not how you really judge a show, because there's actual masterpieces out there. But for you, for the dipshit comic book, whatever the fuck fan, I'm sure this is a best show ever made. Go ahead, everyone. Go ahead, tell me. What do you think? You haven't even seen any of these fucking things up.
Yeah.
He escaped.
Penguin's not my favorite
episode.
No, you can tell me about the stupid, please. Go ahead. If you remember the stupid of this episode, there's plenty of stupid in here. It's just, it's good enough entertainment-wise to get by. I can smell it. I can tell that. I can see it. And guess what? They already accepted the entertainment shit with bad writing surrounding it, and they call it really good. So now when they get actual major events that lead to another movie and all that shit, this is now the best show ever made. So please, go ahead, guys. Tell me how bad this shit is. Please, remind me.
Best show ever made.
It's going to be considered one of the best TV shows made.
Who's your favorite?
Am I trolling? Am I wrong about that? But go ahead.
Who's your favorite Batman bad guy? Obviously, you'd probably say Joker. But besides him,
in any movie or TV or anything?
anything in the Batman world, who's your favorite villain in Batman besides Joker?
I was going to say Joker. Number
Right,
number
because it's
2.
obviously Joker.
Okay,
Yeah.
number 2 is probably Harvey Dent in the same movie.
Yeah.
Talk about
Okay.
characters who get depth and actual character analysis and actual archetypal explanation for the characters. Yes, come on, Harvey Dent.
I think the best part of this episode was when they put up the bat sign because it was over.
I mean, Penguin was captured like 5 different times. It feels like, but he's good. Don't worry about it. With no bat signal, by the way. There was no bat signal when he got caught. He was just he was just caught.
Well, he had a gun on
but
him
he got
each
out.
time he was captured, right? Like,
Well, we no explanation needed, man. He just got out. he wrestled with the chair and beat the chair. He beat the shit out of that chair and got out. No one could shoot him before he like fully got out of that chair, but like he became a very athletic, one-legged, Forrest Gump as a kid, leg brace ass, out of shape dude. Like he became really like athletic at that moment. God,
Then they captured him
I'm not shitting on the show,
with
man. I'm just saying.
with Victor.
Yeah,
He wasn't tied up or anything. He was armed.
yep. At the hangar, right? You're talking
At
about?
the hangar.
Okay.
Yeah, at the hangar.
Where did Victor come from?
Yeah, he was.
Did anyone see that? Ah, shit. Why
Well, that was
is
also.
He was there.
That
He was
was also.
there.
Yeah, man. You
Was
remember
nobody
how
involved.
Sophia looked at him when he pulled the gun? He's like, take it out slow. And it's like you could see through Sophia's eyes the death of a show.
I mean, I don't know. I was applauding Sophia as being an intelligent character. I don't say that lightly in regards to like it's not like it's smart for a comic book show. I mean like intelligent in general. Like she's actually like kind of intelligent. Like someone that feels close to this character wrote the character. But then in this episode, she invited I don't know was the triads or something like, invited them to bring Oz to her private plane hangar as like this is her last hurrah, right? She has bags packed to leave, and then Matt Reeves made a call. He's like, "Yo, we want you in the next movie. Like you're getting listen, we're calling in Audible. You're getting really good audience retention. People like you. We're bringing you into the movie." Okay, and then everything else after that is now explainable. Now it makes sense. But see, I'm not calling it bad. I'm just saying they saw the audience retention. They saw how much people liked Sophia, and they're like, "Yo, you're gonna be the next movie."
Well, I noticed you were moved by the scene
Just being honest.
when
Good.
the mother stabbed him in the stomach and he turned into a little boy. Like, were you moved because of the symbolism or the?
No, he was right.
Wait.
So
This,
the mom stabs him in the stomach, right? Like she
Yeah.
breaks a bottle, like
yeah. She sees a
stabs him
little
in the
boy in the
stomach.
chair. Yep, sure.
Yeah, he turned into his young.
He turned
self,
to
which
the
you
little
said.
Uncle Fester from or the grandpa from the Munsters. So go ahead.
And then he got struck.
Yeah,
And she,
I mean, you sounded moved by that scene.
Moved? Yeah, yeah, I
I
moved.
heard you like gasp.
Yeah, I moved for sure. I 100% moved.
in the wrong direction.
I mean, I thought that was the whole plan of Sophia. I guess was to get the mom to kill him. Like they did psychotherapy on her, but not him. They did it on her in order to get her to what? Admit that he killed his brothers.
Hey Jordan, by the last shot in the show, did that conflict between him and his mother about him killing his brother, did that matter at all?
Only
Yeah.
in the sense that like now
Yeah.
she's a prisoner of his own
Yeah.
like his own, I guess, pathology of oh no, Ma loves me. Meanwhile, she's like, I know you killed my other boys. I know you killed my other boys. And he's also like, oh, those are my brothers. Even though he killed them directly, he killed them.
So let me ask you, now that she can't talk and he's rationalizing it, doesn't it's like almost like, oh, lady, they did that so he can carry that on to the movie?
Oh, the movie's not going to give a shit about any of this. Maybe okay.
No, not like that, but
We're going to get to
as
that, by
far
the
as,
way.
the finished product of what Penguin is supposed to be by the time the movie comes out is like the Tim Burton's one.
No. Tim Burton shit. Throw that out the fucking window. Do not look at
I'm just
Tim
saying
Burton shit.
what the character was doing in that movie. He's gonna be running for mayor, but he's actually a corrupt individual.
They can't do that either. That doesn't make sense. You want to know why? Because we saw him pull a gun out and shoot it in front of the entire police force. Like, you can't do that unless he buys them all off. But at the same time, if you buy them all off, Batman exists to where
you're right too. What the fuck? So yeah, we don't even know if this is a prequel or or a sequel of the Batman.
No.
We're going back. You guys have a good night.
All right, dude. Have a good night. But we saw the floods, right? Victor came from his family died in the floods, right? So that means it's after the Batman movie. So we know that the Penguin pulled a gun out in front of everyone, shot it at tried to shoot fucking Falcone.
You know, the show made you forget that happened.
It didn't make me forget. I remember that shit.
He's a nobody in this show. That's how they're making him seem. He's unknown.
I mean, he might have higher power to where he's not as. Yes, he's he runs the underground kind of in a way. If I had to guess at this point, but he has political power too, like actual real political power. He might be the actual Falcone now, like the new Falcone / Maroni, where it's like, okay, I have the streets and I have political power. I can put my finger this way, and this politician's going to move that way. I don't think he's going to be a politician running for mayor. If he runs for mayor, unless we all forget the first fucking Batman movie, God, that'd be so stupid. I think that'd be really dumb. He literally pulled a gun out like, you fuck, like in front of the entire police force, and there's press there and everything. He's like, you fucking rat. He pulls his fucking gun out and tries to shoot this fool. And someone has to stop him. Why was he calling him a rat? Because he was talking to the FBI or the cops or whatever. So they can't do that. They can't run with that in their movie. We have to wait 2 or 3 movies away to where there's some sort of stupid thing that tricks them. Damn it, Anthony! Fuck! You're fucking right, dude. Something hit me. You might be right, man.
That's what it looked like. He's going to be the finished product.
Dude, what were they selling us in this movie? I got the lights on and
Yes, that's what. Who brought that up? Was it Emblem or Jesse? Somebody brought that. That's where I got it from.
I'm not sure, but if they do that with their that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, man. It does not make sense. Who put your lights on? I did. The Penguin. I did it.
It doesn't make sense, dude. Have you been watching film lately?
I'm saying
these fuckers don't care about what makes sense.
But the guy pulled a gun out and shot
he did, Jordan.
That doesn't work. Doesn't work. This show isn't 12 years in the future, bro. It's like a year, maybe. Kind of a year. Maybe after the Batman movie.
It's 6 weeks.
It doesn't make sense. You can't do that.
He's Bernie Sanders now.
I don't even know the time jump that happened from. Maybe a very large time jump happened from what we saw at the ending versus like when Sophia gets arrested to the time she's in there, and then Penguin's at a penthouse.
It's a few weeks.
He's married to this girl that had some sort of principled stance about I don't listen. Aren't you the strangler, huh? Didn't you get my girls killed? And she's like, no, I didn't do that. And in fact, Oz was doing these jobs and for my father, who was actually the guy killing women. She's like, oh, okay, I'll tell you where Oz is. And now the last thing we see is her dancing with Oz in the fucking penthouse thing. Dressed up like his mom. So it's
I actually thought you were going to be right. Like, oh, he's gonna
There's some-
push her out of the window. Like that would have been better than.
I
how it
thought he was
ended.
gonna whisper while they're like slow, like close dancing, like, "I know what you fucking did."
Yeah.
And she looks up, she's like, "What? Those are out the fucking window." Like I thought that some shit like that might happen, but
some
listen,
serious.
she's a beautiful
effects
girl.
for it.
We'll see her in the movie. Very beautiful. So,
Norman level Oedipus here.
oh man, they did universe
Mother.
building, bro, and it's for the nerds. This is for the
Mother.
Yeah, it was for the nerds.
This is for the nerds. Yes, I heard you, Jesse, with the fucking Norman shit. Yes, like the pathology surrounding this guy's mom and the way, like, yeah, they gave him
I mean,
that.
she's a vegetable now, but it's not very different from Norman would just sit like the corpse
Yeah,
like propped
yeah.
up at the window.
Except
Like it's very reminiscent.
she's like kind of in a coma, but her eyes are just open still. Like, but she also
Yeah.
hears what's being said, so she tears up. A single tear rolls down her cheeks. Like,
I mean, I'm positive when he walked down and it was the girl that dressed up as his mom that like my impression was that he was hallucinating and just like Norman and seeing her, it was
Yeah.
it didn't do that, but that I think that was the impression you're supposed to have.
I'm wrecked. I think
Yo,
I'm wrecked now.
Yo, let
Like,
me hear a review, bro.
I
Let me
think
hear-
I think there's big events that are going to pull the show along, but I'm wrecked ultimately. My bad. Go ahead, guys.
No, I
Because
need to hear a
he's seeing his
review.
mother like his lover, right? Like the same.
They just added that element in there, Jesse. Like that's how that is a new element that he's like actually
Nah.
romantically in love with his dude.
Well,
It is-
yeah,
it
You
is-
you said Norman,
the
right?
romance-
You brought up Norman, right? Go ahead.
yeah, the romance is new, but it was the whole time. I mean, she was. Well, didn't he go to sleep with her? I mean, he's the son
Not like
too,
that, bro.
so it's kind of
No, he had a
like
protection of his mom, right? Or obviously a care for his mom.
yeah.
But
yeah.
what we just saw was that chick dressed up like his mom, like it's some sort of sexual fetish shit, bro. Like it's Norman.
Yes.
Like it's Norman looking for women that look
Yeah.
kind of like his mom, and he's trying to fuck her and shit, or trying to fuck them.
Yeah.
Like it's weird
I
now.
think that was
I'm
they
just saying.
weren't as blatant, but I think it was always kind of like suspect, like it was there. It
I
just
think
wasn't blatant.
I thought the obsession was about because he feels some sort of like, I don't want to say guilt because I think he's a bit pathological about that, but like it's kind of a like I know I suck up to my mom more because I recognize this thing. I recognize this situation. I killed my brothers because I wanted to be closer to her. But I had never thought of it
Yeah.
as sexual as Norman sexual shit until I saw the woman and like dressed up like her.
Okay, before he knew his brothers were dead, he at that moment when they were dying,
man. We didn't know.
he was spending it with his mother, like winning her affection. Like it wasn't like sexual, but like he was infatuated with her like that.
Yes, mom is mine now. Huh.
Yeah.
I get mom to myself. Whether or not he knew he was killing them or not, I think that might still be a mystery. I guess they're saying like he just straight up killed them on purpose, right? The show.
I don't-
I don't think they
I
explain
don't
whether
know.
or not he did it by accident as like a kid thing, towards like, oh, I'm gonna lock you in here and I'm gonna spend time with mom. Then a giant like rainstorm happens and
don't-
kills the brothers, right?
I don't know. Like at least when he closed the gate, he could have known that they were gonna get flooded in. Like
Like, was he watching 1970s Weather Channel? Like, it's going to be a lot of rain tonight. All right, tonight I do it. I lock him in there, and it rains a lot, and it fucking drowns him. Like, does he know that shit? Like, I don't know.
yeah.
Don't
I
worry.
mean, I don't think so. Like he could have spoken up, obviously. Like
Yeah.
but
Maybe,
I don't think he did it knowingly.
yeah, yeah. I mean, well, you wouldn't think like, okay, the rain's it's gonna be such a rainfall that these fools die in there like that.
In nature water, yeah.
Yeah. He's probably not thinking that far ahead, but they kind of implied that was the case a little bit. Like the mom's like, I knew you were evil. I knew you. I knew you were evil. I knew you tried to do it. I don't know. Maybe he's. I don't know. I don't know. I can't, dude. There's so much shit missing from the show, but I'm telling you, the fans are gonna call this a masterpiece, and we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to live with it.
Before I go, I gotta see a review.
Okay. Let's grade the show overall. Then I'm out of here. Like, let's be real. The show's gonna be called a masterpiece. Do I recommend the show? I think as education. I think the middle portion of the show should be education of like, how do I watching writers scramble to make a show make sense so that they can end it in eight episodes. I think that's the actual point of the show. That's like the best thing to get from it. There is some quote unquote redeeming parts, but they're not really redeeming. They're just little taglines that guide you to the next fucking movie, which is not storytelling at all. That's just marketing. Let's not be stupid about this. The good things I saw, quote unquote good things, are just trailer portions for another movie, bro. And I'm sorry, I'm not getting marveled like everyone else has been marveled. But apparently people are just stupid enough to fall for that shit. They're stupid enough to fall for the marketing. So I guess I recommend, if you plan on watching the next Batman movie, I recommend it for that reason. Or if you want an education on like bad writing that people think is good writing, I recommend this show. Overall grade as a TV show? I'm thinking like a 6.5. 6.5 out of 10 for this TV show. I think it's a 6.5 out of 10. But it'll be lauded as a masterpiece, greatest TV show ever made, yada, 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 for a couple people for like a couple months. A couple of people for a couple months will call this a masterpiece, best show ever made, yada, yada, yada. What's that?
Then they'll forget it.
Yep. Yeah, basically. Bless me. Sorry, sneeze. But yeah, I recommend for different reasons. You heard it. 6.5 out of 10. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'll give it a 6. It was a little interesting when it started.
I agree.
Then it nosedived. Then it kind of ended strong if you can get past like you said, the marketing.
I mean, those are some beautiful climax points, but it's like, what happened in between? Stupid shit?
Got
it.
There was no weight behind them.
Like, dumb shit happened? Got it. But
a lot of dumb shit happened, bro. Like, you know what it is too, though? It's like, you keep bringing this up to like, yo, if there was no Batman connected to this, if Penguin wasn't who Penguin was, you had to just grade it on merit, it would like disembowel itself. The show would. But the fact that it's like you're saying, you're getting marvelized. The fact it's got these little lore points that can maybe somehow lead. It will lead to something later down the road. It's like, oh my god, it's like if you don't question that, then like all bets are off with this show. You can call this show, yeah, like you said, a mess, because it's succeeded in what those type of shows succeed in, bridging you to the next shit.
I mean, I'm happy sexy Sophia is going to be in the movie now. I'm happy about it. Her and sexy Zoe Kravitz teaming up together. Bro, I'm ready for that.
It'd be crazy if she's not in it and they just trolled you.
There's no chance. No, there's no chance. Like, no, the contract was signed before they did this. Like, they're like, okay, we're gonna do the show. We're gonna see the results. We have two different diverging episods to actually close the show out, right? And they're like, yo, they love Sophia. Okay, call the audible in. Bring the other edited video in. Okay, run that one. Also, bring out the contract Sophia signed us. Thank you, Sophia. Okay, Boom.
But it's like, bro, that's a travesty of it. Like, yo, where does Sophia go from here? You made her to a lunatic.
They have to
You
escape
made
her
her
out of
into like
jail.
an ignorant moron. She's smart when she needs to be for the script, and she's dumb when she needs to be for the script.
Dude. Hey, Anthony, listen. Some of these superhero movies require minimum 3 hours of film. Guess what? You just got a giant time killer right there. You could spend time showing Catwoman breaking into Arkham, saving the girl, Batman and Catwoman arguing about like, hey, you can't. She's in Arkham. You can't just make her escape like that. You can't do that. No, she's my
Like Marvel.
sister. You blah 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 blah. Then boom, 30, 40 minutes have passed now. I'm telling you, bro. You gotta read.
Like a Marvel movie.
Look
Like,
at the hot dogs, bro. I'm telling you. Look how they're made. I promise it, man. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. We'll
I
see.
can't say this can bridge things together. But first, I'd say that like the only thing I'd recommend about this is I'd recommend this over watching the movie. Uh,
The Batman,
uh,
you mean, or
yeah,
the new one,
Batman.
the one that's gonna come out?
No, the one that already came out.
God awful.
Like I did just skip that. Like, just
I think you can too. By the way,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to add to Jesse's point, I think you can skip the movie and make sense of this movie here. I think somewhat, but go ahead.
yeah, I would put this better than the movie, but mainly the 3 episodes. I The way that they wrap this up, I don't see it as the best episode. I see it like it's just I don't know. I can't jump over so many episodes to. I'll just leave it at the first three. The rest was just okay. So this is how I think about it. Like the reason I say they don't bridge things together nicely into the movie the way like I can't call it that because they don't bridge things together even in between one episode. Like you don't know how to have continuity. So you have to be okay with like just ignoring continuity. Like like things just happen. Like if you're flipping through a comic book or something, like you're in one place, now you're in another place. Like don't worry how they got there. If you're okay with that, then it's fine. You know, like that's just the way it is. That's the story. Did they change writers after the third episode?
Oh,
Did
dude, it's TV, man. It's always changing writers, especially nowadays. You're going to less see a consistent name writing episode by episode. You're more likely to see a committee of people who are like, "Hey, John, I left last week's episode with like a balloon and a cat covered in whipped cream. Can you make it make sense for by next week?" Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. And he's like they're just passing it along, hot potato of scripts, in my opinion, from what I've
so
seen, like hot
one guy
potato.
was like, "All right, let's build up Vic." Like, yeah, he's becoming big now. And another guy's like, "No, let's just choke him out."
I mean,
Let's choke him out with 3 fingers.
Choke him out.
like
Like,
I gave an extreme example of that, but it's like, yo, when you have everything from think of what we watched from 1 to 7, right? Now the last episode. How do you deal with the characters now? They need conclusions. Hey, Matt Reeves is knocking on your door right now. He's like, yo, I got to start a movie right now. Like, how you ended this shit, bro? This probably happened months ago, not even during the HBO premiere, obviously. This is months ago, where he's like, "Hey guys, how'd you end that show? Because I got like a movie I want to make." So like it's it's almost like hot potato, bro. They're just passing it on
Victor
to each
had a
other.
contract dispute. He asked for too much money. Just choke him out.
Well, I mean, I don't know. They were like, "Yo, if we
Without me.
listen with TV shows, if you build up characters, right? Look at this, Tommen in Game of Thrones, right? Not the biggest character ever, but he's super duper important. Meaning, if I cut off let's say season 6, right? And I said, let's make it into a movie instead of a TV show. Season 6 is a movie instead of a a 10 episode series. Guess what? Tommen's gonna demand some money. Because it's Tommen. He's the fucking king. He's a nobody as far as like the main characters go. Right? There are way bigger characters than Tommen. But he is the king. So he's important. Victor in this show, is he the biggest fucking guy in the show? No.
But he's important.
But is he important? If we show Penguin on screen and Victor's alive, if we show Penguin on screen in a movie, what do you think fans are gonna be saying? Like, yo, where's Victor? If Victor's alive, right? They'll be like, yo, where the fuck is Victor at? Where's Victor? His mom, who's in a coma, guess what? You don't need to fucking show her in the movie. She's in a coma somewhere, not doing anything. The girl, they'll probably show her, bro. They'll probably give her some screen time. So Sophia got the contract. She's getting screen time. Her and Catwoman are getting screen time together. It's gonna be very sexy, in my opinion.
What about the police officer with the voice?
Yeah, he's a bag.
Hey, Matt Reeves.
Hey, man,
Listen,
I'll do it for a vocal surgery. I'll do it for surgery.
He had some accident that he wants to get, like, he's gonna get surgery to get his voice fixed. And Matt Reeves is like, don't fucking touch it. He's out there suing doctors. If you fix his voice, you're fucking up the canon of Batman right now. But Matt, my voice, man, I need to get it fixed. Don't you fucking touch that.
I would not recognize him.
Don't touch that voice. Don't you dare touch that throat. That is my throat. It's mine now. But yeah, like guys, at least a little bit. I would hope the fans like look into how the hot dogs are made, just a little bit, bro. Like try to look at the writer's pen as they're writing things. Like think about there's companies, there's HBO, there's Warner Brothers, there's DC, there's companies here. There's competition, there's Marvel. They want to keep up with Marvel. Like you have to like consider those things as you're watching these properties. I don't know how I would ignore it at this point. It's so becoming so glaringly obvious. Like the Dark Knight seemed way different than what we're seeing now with this Matt Reeves Batman thing. The Dark Knight seemed like we're doing these and we're done. This feels like we're trying to make a decade, 2 decade, 3 decade long saga of Batman Rogues Gallery and Batman, different Batmobiles and different movies and TV shows and boom, we're going to bang them out. We're going to bang them out. Pause. Good.
I don't get it though. Like, if you're working so hard to set something up, wouldn't you want a good foundation? Like, why would you build something like?
Not if the audience doesn't care, Jesse. If they don't care, then why?
Where people just like have heart attacks in the middle of a fight to the death. It's just like, okay, I did this to you. It's like, okay, and where people get captured and they don't kill each other. That's like cartoons, right? Like they don't kill each other because they need another episode. But then, like they didn't even have the penguin tied up, and he's armed. How is he considered captured? At what moment do they think we got him?
Hey man, to throw the ball and hit the target and dunk the clown at the carnival, bro. Hey, guess what? It's only 50 cents. It's cheap to make. It's relatively easy to beat, but listen, not everyone can just throw a ball at something and just hit a target, right? So guess what? You're winning by the losers more than you are by the winners.
No,
Come on, dude. Come on. But go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
but what I just described, that last scene that I just described, like you don't have to be like a child would not write it like that. Like I don't get like how. I mean, unless you just feel like the scene went so fast, you just missed it. But like, what the fuck happened?
The point is to end it. And guess what? The
What is
the ending it thing worked enough for the movie thing. Or for like you feel good at the end, like, oh fuck, Sophia got locked up, but she's gonna meet with her sister. That's gonna be one of the coolest things ever. Like it's almost like the way these guys were talking about like these reactors, where they're like, man, I can't wait what happens next episode.
Right.
They're doing that with the future content of the property, right? Man, what's gonna happen with Sophia and Catwoman? What's gonna happen with Penguin now that he's this guy or that guy? Like straight up,
But what about what happened like right now in front of your face? Like,
it doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter.
sad.
It
Okay,
doesn't.
that's all I have to say.
Apparently, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm telling you, this is gonna be called a fucking masterpiece. I'm telling you, bro. Unless I'm wrong and aliens have invaded the Earth already. But alright. Do you have a grade or a recommendation for this show? I gave it what I gave it. I recommend for different reasons, but 6.5 I think is a alright grade for this show. Go ahead, guys. Full grade.
Yeah,
You gave your grade. Go ahead.
no, I'm saying I definitely I recommend, bro. It's like whatever. It's historically it's a bad film. I mean, it's a bad work of art. Relatively to today's time, it's a middle of the pack.
Is it rewatchable to you? Yeah. Is it like a
For me
rewatchable?
personally,
Yeah,
no,
yeah. For you.
no.
Okay.
I will never watch. I didn't want to watch it before. I told you this many times.
But
I got a little sucked in, and then it was like, yeah, oh my arm out of it. It's more like we'll let it run its course, but like I'll watch Yellowstone again. I won't watch this again.
let me ask you this. Let's say we are now 15 movies deep now in this universe that was built up, the Matt Reeves Batman universe, maybe even DC in general universe. But right now, Batman, right? Let's say it's 15 years in the future. We're watching a Catwoman starring fucking Zoe Kravitz, right? She has her own movie 15 years down the line. It doesn't make sense, but whatever. Like she has her own property movie. Got it. In order to see like the breadcrumbs of how you got to the Zoe Kravitz Catwoman movie, would you come back and watch the show for that? Is it needed?
Damn, that's a hard
I,
question to answer.
let's be real. That's what the studios are thinking as they're making these properties. As they're making these content, they're thinking about like, hey, can we get these like rewatchability thing? Can we get can this lead to that? That leads to this. That leads to that. That leads to this. That leads to that. To say to where like,
Well,
ugh. Yeah, go ahead.
well, I'll say this. If you're speaking to like the Marvel aspect of it, like trying to make it a cinematic universe,
Yeah.
they like made it an adjacent cinematic universe. Like, they're gonna pluck things from here, but it's not gonna be like it was with the Marvel thing. I don't think so at all. I think I don't know, like what's the word? What's the way there's a way I'm trying to say it. They tried to mimic it, but it's not clean cut. And that's not as far as like the show
I think
goes. It's
so.
not. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It's just I don't know, man. I don't know where James Gunn's gonna take the direction of these films.
I mean, the James Gunn thing. I don't even know if that's a part of even this. I do not know.
I thought that's what he was there for. I thought he was gonna be the Kevin Feige.
Yes, but who knows if this Batman, the Matt Reeves Batman, is a part of what he. But I mean, let's be real. They have to be seeing the popularity of this, or the popularity of the Batman, and they have to see that this thing has legs to keep running. So it's like that's why I asked that question about 15 years in the future. And there's some sort of MCU situation, but it's obviously DC. This Matt Reeves universe thing and the James Gunn universe, and they want to tie together. Are we watching this show in order to showcase anything? Like for me, I'm not fucking doing it. But
No,
like, there's
and
nothing here like that.
it all comes down to the next film. They might have to reboot again if Matt Reeves can't convince audiences with the second film.
Fair enough, but they might be just because they want it to be, because they want it to be good. They will force it to be good, which means it's probably not good. Man. It's probably not good because of that. But anyways, I get my Sophia new movie, a bigger budget, sexier outfit, better makeup, better hairstyles, and all that shit, I'm with it, bro. Give me my Sophia. But Jesse, Jesse, go, go ahead.
Careful what you wish for, bro.
Hey, listen. If people on YouTube, I mean, give me their audiences and give me free no copyright shit, and let me sit down with them and watch the Batman movie. They will be like, I never thought about that. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I didn't see that before. I didn't even notice that. But I watched the Easter egg channels. They didn't tell me about that. Like, it'd be fucking dipshittery. But whatever. Let's move on. Jesse, grade,
Don't watch
recommendation. What do you got?
That's my recommendation. Don't watch Batman.
Don't watch the Batman.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
I
it's
hope
Veterans
so.
Day tomorrow. I'm watching it, bro. Watching the Batman. No, I'm not. I'm trolling. But go ahead. Go ahead, Jesse.
Does it?
That's it? Just don't watch the Batman? Do you not have a grade for this? A score? Like
Grade?
anything?
Nah, like I'd just say I'd recommend watching this over the Batman.
I mean, I
Uh,
agree. But like,
there's some good episodes in the beginning, and then the rest kind of just coasts down.
this dude, we could be getting paradise of work, but people are trying to force that to happen, Jesse. Go ahead, dude. It's bad, man. Are you done? Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess it's fun to watch. It's not. I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I don't have anything else good to say.
Listen, we're getting antsy to watch some of these YouTube reviewers and what they think about this show in its like entirety. Jody's not relationship, but whatever. We're ready to watch that. Thank you for watching.
I'm kind of more excited to watch some of that. Just
if you kept up with us and watched all our reviews on this show, I very much appreciate it. But find us when something good happens. That's actually my opinion about this. You don't have to fucking string along just because it's like the Batman, the big HBO property, right? Either you're like you maybe you agree with us and you watch a bunch of reviewers that just don't think like we think at all. Fine, but come find us when there's like something that's actual quality. I'm telling you, I could talk for hours and hours and hours about something that's really good. Like I really can. This shit though, I mean, I can do it here too, kind of, but it's just like it just feels bad. It's negative, man. Like, it doesn't feel right. But it is what it is. Hopefully, God, I wish I could review the Batman for everyone, but I can't. It is what it is. All right, you heard our responses. This is our thought of the show in its entirety. I guess we'll see you during the Batman 2. I guess that's 2025 at some point. Hopefully, and for Batman content, yeah, we'll wait for that. Maybe I reviewed the other the Nolan Batman movies before this. Maybe I make videos about that.
Why don't we start with Tim Burton?
Maybe I do that too. It's just like kind of unfair because I already know what's gonna shit out all over Burton, Reeves, who else? Emmerich was it? What's his name? Not Roland Emmerich.
No,
Skip Schumacher, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah. Schumacher, yeah.
Let's be real.
Joel Schumacher.
Okay, fair enough. We know who's going to shit on all of these motherfuckers. Zack Snyder, we know who's going to get shitted on. All of them. Because we know what the best shit is. It is what it is. But anyways, there's our season finale for the Penguin review. It's called A Great or Little Thing. Okay. For the Penguin. Enjoy it.